Wow, Mercury is playing on me. I'm going to speak of the Mercury man, the Virgo man. So, how is the Virgo man? Well, this man, as I said, is ruled by the Mercury. He already started playing with me. So, how is this man? He's a very intelligent man, very, very cerebral. Okay, a Mercury man is extremely cerebral man. He is somebody, like, we can see that this Virgo man, when you look at the Virgo man for the first time, it's like you'll see it's like very neat, very tidy. On the clothes you can make out that this is a Virgo man, because you will see everything is just so perfectly you know organized on himself also. Everything, just like you will see that there's not even a small crease on his shirt, or no buttons missing here and there. Everything is very well, aligned. All the buttons are very well aligned. And then his hair is completely very well combed. Many a times the Virgo man I have seen, at least in India, what I saw of Virgo men is that they will always put the hair oil. They always have the hair oil on their hair. Now I don't know how it works, but yes, some years ago it was like that. That they would, their hair was very well set, I would say, properly cut, well shaved, or even if they were bearded, they would have really, like the properly cut beard and things like that. So you could see a Virgo man, you could spot out a Virgo man in the room just by the way he dresses up, the way he carries himself. He is very meticulous in whatever he does. This man is really very organized, very much punctual. If you tell the Virgo man, okay, at this time we meet, this person might almost be there 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before, or just on time. Never have I seen any Virgo man late in their life, always on time. They always respect time because they know the value of time, and this is what I've seen with the Virgo man. This person is extremely responsible. Rather, I would say they feel responsible for everything, and because of that, they feel they have to do everything. And because of that, what happens is that sometimes they can come across as too controlling. Because of the feeling of being responsible, the Virgo man will always, take up lot of work upon himself, and wants to do it because he feels he can do it really perfectly, and he does things really well, okay, because he's very organized. And as I said, he's cerebral, so he's extremely intelligent. He knows how to proceed. He can be very strategic also. That is the Leo influence on him that can come upon him. Like, he will plan everything way in advance. Like, I would say, it's like if a Virgo man was a warrior, he would plan for the war 3 months before, or 2 years before, I would say, and be ready and organized to attack. This is the kind of a Virgo man, organization. Whatever he wants to do, he will always be, always be organized very well in advance. He will chalk out everything, he plans out everything, and he knows now, okay, I want to go, this is my destination, this is my goal, I have to reach this. So he will write it all down, or he will, make a mental map in his head, like, okay, I have to do this and this. And then when do I want to achieve this in the year, for example, 2016. In the year 2026, if he wants to attain a particular goal, he will start working at it from 2021 itself, and he will get all the ingredients for that recipe together in those few years, and then he's ready. And then all the others will wonder, like, how did he manage that? Because he has been working on things well, really very, very well in advance. When you speak to a Virgo man, you'll be surprised because he makes very, he's very good at his speech, okay? He can really make a very big impact with his speech because he's gifted to speak and to get everybody's attention. This is what this mercurial man has in him, okay? And if you are not cultivating it, my dear Virgo man, you better do that, because that is what it is all about. You're so cerebral and you're so articulate. That is the word. Very, very articulate. He knows what he is speaking about, what he is talking about, no matter what. He can also act it very well also in front of people. He knows exactly, because he studies the mind of people also. So he knows exactly what goes well with who. And when you speak with him, he will just, keep speaking, and you will realize that there is a lot of sarcasm also when he speaks. There can be a lot of sarcasm in his language, but this is a humor, okay? And I don't know if you all know or not, but a person who is sarcastic, rather, who can make jokes, sarcastic jokes, is supposed to be an intelligent person, because not everybody can make sarcastic jokes. It really needs, the mental, like, you make such jokes, such sarcastic jokes, but still the people will swallow it, all right? So he is the king of sarcasm. He is the king of sarcastic jokes. And when you speak with him, he will just keep, he will just make a lot of jokes, and he loves to play with words. He will really, really love to play with words, and this is what he does. So he will really, play with words. This is what I have noticed with the Virgo man. You sit with him, you say, oh, it's really sunny, and then he will look at you and he will say, yes, it's really very sunny, but you don't know what is he speaking about. Is he speaking about the weather, or is he speaking about you? Like, is he speaking about you all lighted up? And so he's like, yeah, it's very sunny, So he will always, play these kind of these kind of jokes. I remember with a Virgo friend of mine, we had this MBA get together with our friends in Pune when I'd gone to India, and he had come to take me, and really a wonderful, wonderful guy. And we were going, and we were just speaking about our lives, and like how things are going and work and things like that. And then at one point of time, like I said, yeah, but and then I asked him, like, where is this place where we are going, because I knew, but I didn't, I was not so much aware of a lot of roads over there. So he said, oh, on such and such a road, and I said, yeah, and when will we reach that road? And he says, for the past 15 minutes we are on that road, and he starts laughing, and it's like, I really, since past that I was feeling so foolish, because I didn't know anything about the roads. And he's like, for the past 15 minutes, okay, fine, no problem, It's like, you made me laugh. He says, since so many years I have not laughed as much as today. I said, yeah, on my foolishness, most probably, of not knowing, or my ignorance about the roads over here, I said. And yeah, so, it's like this kind of jokes, like they will just, it's like, it comes very spontaneously. And sarcasm also comes with them, because with Virgo men, if you hurt them, then they will also hurt you, but very sophisticatedly they will hurt you back. They will be very sarcastic, but it's like, for example, if a Virgo man's wife is serving him a dish, and then if her hair has fallen into the recipe, in his dish, then he will say, oh, my darling, you put your love everywhere. Like he just wants to point out that just the hair is over there, and then he is like, oh, you put your love everywhere. It's like his way of, this is the kind of sarcastic humor that he can play. At the same time, he will show you what you have done, and at the same time he will quote it with his humor. So it's fun. This Virgo man can be real fun, and not for long, because when you're dating him, everything is like a hush matter. Virgo men are not really public. They don't like the display of affection in public. Everything is quite private for them. The matters of heart are really, really private for a Virgo man. So if you are dating with him and you feel, oh, he never holds my hand in public, or oh, he's not telling everyone about it, what is happening, you know. So he will never tell it until and unless he is not sure that a committed, you know, he will just tell it, I would say. He would just tell it out when it is official. This is what the Virgo men are all about. They like things when it's official. He will declare it. Otherwise, nothing is. Everything is kept under covers. You know, and people might almost feel, oh, you are friends, or you know, you're good friends, until they see the wedding card. Oh dear, oh, you were not friends, you were dating. So this is what can happen also with the Virgo man. They can be very, you know, hush hush. With the Virgo man, I've seen that it's all about the first relationship actually. Is that is the true love, because they have fallen in love with someone, and it's very deep bond that they form with that true love of their life, whom they consider the first one. Usually is the one where, you know, they give their heart out, and if at all they get a bad experience over there, then I've seen Virgo men become flirts. They become flirts. Then they start flirting as if, you know, like calendar, they can change, like months change, they can change their girlfriends like that. Because you know what? They have that communication skills are wonderful. They have the humor, so you know, they know how to get ladies on their side. Because humor, well articulate, you know, very well dressed, handsome man, why will a woman reject a Virgo man, right? And so afterwards they know that that is their power, and then they start doing that. But my dear Virgo man, what is the point in doing that? Okay, you are not supposed to be those kind of flirtious guys who just takes advantage of innocent women, unless the woman is also uh, not really committed. Yeah, but otherwise there is no point in breaking heart of someone who trusts you, who is emotionally into you. Just because you got a bad experience in the past doesn't mean that somebody else is going to, you know, give you the same experience. Yeah, so there you have to be very careful, my dear Virgo man, if you are in that kind of a state, right? And once the Virgo man commits to a woman of his life, to the partner of his life, then